Hello, welcome back. 4 battles and Yomi has a new prophet. So first up, Ripe Woods, Ko-Oni. Trying to take this province back. We get through the heavy infantry okay. Unfortunately though, we just can't handle the slingers. So end up routing. Not a great showing from the Ko-Oni, unfortunately. It turns out the province next to it has 1 point of PD, which would have been a better bet, but oh well. We also attacked into Ball of Dust. Yeah, not much to see here though, that's fine. We also rebid on the Mason, which is nice. Kaelasa then moved into Kedra, so he did burn down my temple, which is obnoxious. This guy now has 127 max hit points, he's in 1 white candle. There's a very real chance of us being dom killed if we're not careful. We've got no temples left except for our cap, and our dominion's being squished a bit. But there's Kedra anyway. And finally Land's End. Not much to see here though, 1 point of PD. So... oh right, this is the new... yeah, okay, there is something to see here. So this is the new Kaelasa squad. He just moved out of his cap. So lots of light bander archers again. He's got some Apsaras. And a couple of Gyakas. They just have an Undying Bless, right? Undying 10 is not nothing though. That means they have 33 hit points. Couple of ogres. Yeah, so that's here. So we took back this province. And events, we got a bunch of immigration in Towers of Heaven, some gems in Retha, and 15 defense in Nineth Mercs. That puts us on 21 defense, Jaguar Tribe. And Agnifoli is still being repaired. Yeah, I left a commander behind on it, so we are still sieging it. So there we go. And that's it for messages. Yeah, he did not play defensively, so this is awkward, so we still have to deal with this, unfortunately. We also didn't successfully take Ripewood, so we're still no nearer to linking up these provinces, unfortunately. Currently down to 483 income, so, you know, not great. When am I recruiting this month? Oh, nothing. Makes sense. So, okay, I'll start over here. First up, let's assume this is taking back Cap Circle provinces. And just attack this, and see if we bump it. I think we can handle it. I'm not sure. It's 80 things. We do not have anywhere near that many things. But our units are pretty good. It's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot. We'll try and bump them and try and take it out. The rest of our stuff is going to move on to Agnifoli. We'll try and put this under siege again, and we'll try and actually take it. So there's quite a lot of stuff here. If all goes well, we'll try and take it and then probably move back and help defend if we need to. But we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to try and defend my cap against the stuff in Kedra. So yeah, this is 1 white candle. Towers is 4 though, or 5 in fact. This is 1. Our cap is 6. Yeah, not a lot of Dominion. So, you know, we do have to be careful. But we're going to move patrol onto Lanka, and the stuff in our cap is patrolling as well. I put the PD up to 30. I don't know if our PD is actually going to be an asset or a liability or not. Because I imagine it will just flees and triggers a morale failure, but who knows. So we've got what we can like this. It's not a lot, but you know, we're doing what we can. The guys are all on advance and spells as well. Maybe these guys can banish the Draco Lich. In fact, I might just have you bless for 2 turns and then advance and cast spells. I mean, they might end up getting killed by arrow fire is the problem. Having them this far forward is probably a bit risky as well because of that, but oh well. I don't know, do spells for 3 turns and then try advance and spells. In fact, speaking of... maybe you guys should do Skeletal Body first. And then Buckskin, then Eagle Eyes. And then advance and spells? Maybe that's better, I don't know. One thing that works in our favour though is because this is our cap, we have 3 points of turmoil here. So our Sacreds will be much better at least. They have 16 attack and 15 defense, and they hit for 30 damage now. And with our Bless, they'll be on 20 defense. So that's pretty good. It will also be their home province, which gives them a morale boost, I believe. So, that helps. We also have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12. 12 of the Palankashas, who individually can kill a lot of archers, so I don't know. You only need to get through 100. Can one Palankasha kill 10 archers? Probably. But there is still the annoying Draco Lich Breath, which just routes everything instantly. And we have tons of just stupid monkeys that are going to just probably flee instantly. So I don't know. Hopefully we can defend our cap. I'm also going to try attacking Grey Barrier as well. It's one officer and a few loyal henchmen. In fact, you know what? Why don't you just, attack current province? You can do it too. Let's see. We'll put you with you. Our priest is going to bless himself and then attack. We've got 5 Kooni who are undisciplined. 3 monkeys on guard commander. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. But it's 1 point of PD, and it would be nice if we took it, so I'll give it a shot. Besides that, what is there to say? I mean, this game has been a disaster since the beginning, but, we're still in it. We're doing our best. If we can just take care of this stack somehow, we'll be, we'll be laughing. Until then, who knows? We are so behind on economy and infrastructure. But what can you do? All this independent stuff, goddammit. Okay, let's turn 19 though, so I'll leave things there. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello, welcome back. There was a battle in Lanka. You can see how that went. Because Draco Lich appears to be on hold and attack Rio now or something. We have some priests and mages who are doing Banish and Vine Arrow, but not sure how useful that was. And unfortunately our front line just can't get through all the ethereal blockers. We're getting Starfired and Smite Demoned. They're just not a very good defense, unfortunately. And our PD is useless, of course. So there's Lanka. Maybe it would have been better to just move them back into the fort and not patrol. I don't think it'd be that one-sided though, to be honest. We only killed 21 archers. A bit of a shame. Yeah, the Lanka PD is just useless though, unfortunately. Well, we also got attacked in Eknafali, his fort, by some slingers, which we see off quite easily. And we tried to take Grey Barrier, which was the 1 point of PD Kooni province. I forgot this was the Kooni province. I should have had this guy on advance and cast spells instead of attack. Because he would have been able to do what this priest is doing, which is banishing. This also doesn't go very well. It's a bit unfortunate because the commander in this battle does actually rout. And these guys start routing. It's just unfortunately we leave the field before he does, so we end up losing. So yeah. Not a great turn. But Eknafali has been breached, so we can storm immediately. And Lanka's only damaged. So he hasn't even done half wall yet, which means it's going to be at least another 2 turns before he can storm. That's good news at least, but not a great situation to be in. We're generating no gold now because we need that fort. So 5 units have deserted, but that'll only be like archers and things. Sacreds never desert. So we'll storm this immediately. Taking this will link up all these provinces, which will start giving us some income again, which is nice. And then we just immediately start walking backwards to liberate our cap, I think. And that's all we can really do at this point. Not really much else to say. We have the original squad moving to Ball of Dust while these guys storm. So this army still looks like this with the mercs in the front. These guys still look like this with a couple of archers in the back. I have noticed that Agartha suddenly has a big stack of things here and a god here. So it's possible we're about to get attacked by Agartha and then... Well, we're probably out at that point anyway. Because, yeah, we'll be reduced to just our cap if we can take it back. So, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of... Not really much to say anymore. It's just kind of, we have to take this. And then we have to walk back and hopefully save our cap. We probably won't save it before it gets stormed. So I need to make sure we have at least one priest alive somewhere so that we can rebuild temples. This will be our last temple too. But let's just see how things go, I suppose. We did retain all of our, well, almost all of our mages, I think, in Lanka, which is nice. I think we lost one of the other, what are these guys called? Yoginis? Let's see, if he's doing... I mean, it's going to be cracked open in 3 turns, right? So next turn it will be like 100 and something, and we can start moving here. The turn after that it will be breached, and we'll be in this province, I think. I think that's how it's going to pan out. We also need to get these. I think I need to fight this stack with everything we have. Unfortunately. I'm a bit disappointed as well that my units in this battle, the Sacreds, they were scripted to do hold and attack large monsters. Which I would have hoped would have set them to attack the dragon, and then once it flew they would have followed it back. But I guess that's not how it works. Since the Yogi guys are in the front, maybe I should do attack rear to start killing the guys that don't have ethereality. Maybe that would be better. Dragon's just such a huge problem as well. How many hit points do you have in our Dominion now? 73, I mean that's still a lot to get through. When it's ethereal as well. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for this game anymore. Well, that's turn 20 anyway. I just paused while I check the video. And I'll see you in a second. Hello, welcome back. We got some blood magic research done. Probably not going to help us at this point. There was also a battle at Eknafali. So he broke siege. With a bunch more stuff than I thought he had nearby. And flew the Dracolich over as well. So I did have my army still scripted on... We still have the blocks separated, they're still on attack large monsters. Just in case we see the Dracolich. But I was hoping this wouldn't happen. It seems like attack large monsters never actually puts our dudes on the Dracolich either. That's the second time I've noticed this. Am I using it wrong? I thought that would get the... Should I have done attack flyers instead or something? Maybe attack largest just prioritizes anything oversized too. And I'm an idiot. It's just getting these guys because they're size 4. I'm not sure. Yeah, we managed to get through the front line. You do have some sacreds up on these guys. But it's just not quite enough. Unfortunately. Oh no, our cool hero as well. Yeah, so there goes our main stack on Eknafali. As if that was not enough, we also got this gigantic stack as well, which I also didn't think he had. For my starting army. So you can probably imagine how this one goes. to this ball of dust as well. We did kill a lot of stuff, which is great. But, I mean, he has twice as many units as us. We're also still fighting in Order 2, which is terrible for us as well. So there we go. There's not really much point looking at anything else now, because that's it. We lost our main army here, and here. Cap's still under siege. So that's the end of the game, which is quite satisfying, actually. Because usually you just end up in like a losing position, but not actually out. And I just keep playing, you know, I just try and grab like one throne and turtle in it or something. But in this case, no, we're just obliterated, there's nothing left. So I can just go AI without, you know, worrying I'm ruining the game by introducing an AI player. So what can we say about this game? What went well and what went wrong? Well, everything went wrong. We started on a weird coast, which meant we didn't have enough rec points to have whatever it was. Was it 7 cycles we were supposed to get each turn? We then ran out of places to expand to on like, what? Like turn 8 or something? So we had a horrible position on the map. And then the only person we could really fight into, I think, was Kelasa. Because I'm scared of Pangaea. And Kelasa just had more economy than us. And Order 2 scales, which is horrible to fight into. So, in terms of position, not great. That being said, what could I have done better? I think maybe I was too aggressive, just pushing stuff over to try and claim more less territory quickly. I think I definitely should have prioritized making sure we could actually add a route to a fort, so that we kept the income, which would have helped a little bit. I think early on things were fine though. We kept the Draco Lich pinned here while I pushed in here. I think that was correct. I'm not sure any of the decisions after that were correct though. I probably should have consolidated somewhere and tried to set up a fort. I guess the issue is it already felt like I was behind, so it felt like I needed to either take out Kelasa quickly or I'd just lose slowly, right? It's also it really bugs me that there's so much independent territory here that we I feel like the biggest problem in this game is just our terrible starting position, amongst other things. But I think it's also true that I'm a player. A big crutch for me is that I need to expand really quickly early on and get really big, because that's just how I play the game. So if I get stalled like this, and I have to play from a weak position doing an early war, I just don't have much experience doing that. I don't think I've ever rushed anyone in a game. Even in games where I've said like I plan to rush someone, I just never do. I don't usually start wars until like turn 20 or something. Because I usually just heavily lean on the expansion phase of the game to carry me through the mid-game. And that just, you know, that's where my experience lies. So this was really outside of my comfort zone. And I think I played the first part of the war correctly. I don't think I played any other part of the war correctly though. I think I really needed to make sure we held this territory. I don't really think about vulnerabilities like that because I don't usually play from a position of only having one fort, right? Anything else go wrong? I think also Kalasa's player played well as well. Because I kept assuming he'd do like the simple dumb things, and that's because I just don't know this player. I've never played with them before, so I just didn't have any insight into whether they were a good player or a bad player or not. So whenever I see a new player's name, I just assume that they're like new to Dominions and not going to make like smart decisions. But all of his decisions were smart, so so you know, that's another thing, is Kelasa played really well. And I kept assuming certain things would happen that just didn't happen. But I don't think that was a mistake so much as just, you know, I had to take risks, right? I had to just try and take risks to recover the position. I guess what I could have done is just settled for being a small nation early on and just set up blood economy. And then only attack someone once I was already like summoning demons in large numbers. Maybe that would have been better. But Yeah, like I said, I'm a player who likes to expand really well early on. So when that doesn't happen, I just feel like I have to go and attack someone. Did my best though. I mean, I might try and join another game as Lanka just to see if we do any better with a better start. But we'll see. I'll see what games are recruiting. But now though, that's turn 21, and that'll be the end of the series, which is quite nice. I can actually just go AOI, which is good. Yes. And then I think you have to do end turn, right? Yes. Okay, I think that's correct. I don't know. I almost never go AI, so... but that was 1 out of 10. Died on turn 21. I think we're the first player out in the game. So, well done to Kailasa. Hope you go on to big things in this game. And I'll leave the series there. So, thanks as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.